Good evening, everybody. I hope all is well with you all. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are across the globe, wherever you are in the diaspora, England, Canada, UK, the UAE. We have Jamaicans on every single corner of this globe. Every single corner of this globe. In fact, you can find a Jamaican on every single continent of this globe except Antarctica. Yeah, that's the reality of the situation. You can find a Jamaica on every continent of the globe except Antarctica. So, thank you very much for tuning in to Reggae Boys commentary again. I appreciate it. We've done quite a bit of videos today, but today's video is, well, this video is more about from a reflection perspective. It's geared along the lines of being able to take in the result and think about different aspects in terms of how did we do, how should have we done, was I harsh about a player quite earlier, along those. I apologize for the late video. I sent a post, so you guys were supposed to start around 8 o'clock, so we have challenges and certain elements came up, but I'm here, so things go on. And you guys can drop in your questions, your thoughts in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them to the best of my abilities. So you all can stay tuned for that. In terms of my thoughts, is there anything I would change from what I said earlier in the match review? Well, I think I was a little bit harsh on Ethan Pinnock. I had the opportunity to watch the game over again, and I believe that I was harsh on Ethan Pinnock. Bar the second goal that the Americans score, I think he had a pretty decent game. So I think giving him a 5 thereabouts was a bit harsh. So I'll give him a 6.5 to a 7 in terms of his performance. I think he's worthy of being called back to the game. We didn't see Wes Harding play, so I'm presuming he's the individual that picked up the virus where Wes Harding is concerned, so. But we got to see the bulk of the UK-based players, and that's what we want to see. So I'll ask you guys, which English-born player gave a good impact? Who you think, gave a good exam of themselves? This game being a test. Which 4 of the UK-based players gave you hope, promise? And which player do you think stood out to a point where they could actually start in the World Cup qualifiers? If you ask me who I think would start, I think Liam Moore is one that would start. Casey Palmer, I think there are certain games that he can start. And also Andre Gray as well. Pinnock still has some work to do. I still think that Mariappa will start. I still think that Damian Lowe will have a role to play. And as I can see the comments coming in about, Liam Moore and everything. In terms of the individuals that came onto the park, we got to see a little bit of Jabari Hilton. We got to see Wellington. We got to see Omar Holness. We got to see Luca Levy. We got to see Curtis Tilt. And for me, and Shivani Willis. Curtis Tilt, I think it would be unfair of him for us to give him an actual rating, Tilt in his 20-odd appearances, 20-odd minutes, I should say. Look, the entire backline, what I will give them credit for is that they dealt with set pieces well. They headed out the ball. They did everything quite well from that perspective. They cleared out their lines efficiently. When the Americans had corners, we cleared them out. I think it was quite unfortunate that we weren't able to do it in the opposite direction. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's something that we can learn to improve on, something that we can learn from to improve on for future games, So that's something for us to explore. And perhaps for future videos on this channel, we can explore individuals and how they can operate in the national team. If you guys want that, then you can give me a like, drop a like below, in terms of the individual players and, the role that they can play in the setup and all of those different sort of elements. It's unfortunate that this is the only game that we're playing, while the United States has a friendly in another couple of days. And then you look in the CONCACAF region, World Cup qualifying is happening. So it's not like Saturday or Sunday that there's another game for us. So, yeah, it's sad, but we're just going to have to move on from this thing. The result, I think, the scoreline didn't reflect how the game was in the second half. The second half was a much more improved display from the Jamaicans. And you could see even when we went 2-1 up, the reason why we conceded those late goals, we gave the Americans time and space to operate with because we were taking risks. We were actually going for it. You know what I mean? So that's why I think that we shouldn't be hard in terms of the scoreline. In terms of the performance, there can be elements that we can criticize. But in terms of the actual result, we can turn a blind eye to it in some aspect. But let this be an opportunity for us to examine what we have to learn from arguably the best team right now in CONCACAF. Something that we have to learn on, something that we have to really grasp. And hopefully it's an element where we can be able to understand, okay, I did that wrong. And okay, this didn't work out quite well. But if we do this, and we do this, then we can do this way, and do that way. You see what I mean? So that's something that we can consider. And when you bear in mind, we did not have Andre Blake. We did not have Kemar Taxi Lawrence. We did not have Damian Lowe. We did not have Shamar Nicholson. We did not have Daniel Johnson. We did not have Rabel Morrison. I think I mentioned 6 names right there. That's 6 names right there. And we haven't yet spoken about Kemar Roof. And we haven't spoken as yet about Mikel Antonio. And we haven't spoken as yet, hopefully, about Isaac Hayden, Ivan Toney, and Rolanda Aarons, Leon Bailey. So we can feel disappointed about the result. That's okay. That's cool. But just know that there are brighter days ahead. And there are going to be reasons for us to be optimistic as the future progresses. So let's take that into our perspective. Let's see the comments that you guys have been saying. One Don MUFC45 says, bro, I saw a T. Okay. Roger Grant, I think we should keep the UK players and mix them with the other guys. Would you keep all of them or would you keep only some of them? We didn't have an opportunity to see Wes Harding, did we? But in terms of the players, definitely. Those that I saw, yeah. Do you think Tapa is the guy for this team? I gave my thoughts about him, to be honest with you. If Tapa is given a team on short notice, you're not going to see something. Just like when he took the Jamaica under-22 team to Japan and got 9 love. Got 1 training session with the team. Tevin Campbell, Liam Moore, I love how he play and Lowe really play good. Gray play good. Palmer could do a bit better. Yeah, that is fair. Liam Moore played his heart out. He put his neck on the line, put his body on the line, didn't he? One Bogart says, Jamal Lowe, Moore was good, and Casey was very decent. Yeah. Stephen Redeem, Moore, Casey, Jamal, and Andre. Okay. It was me, 22, says, we can't just defend and counter-attack. We can't do that for every game. We can't. So that's why we're going to have to develop different styles for different oppositions as well in order to manipulate their weaknesses. I don't think that we were able to manipulate the weaknesses of the Americans today. Top 10, Jamal, Liam, Casey play well. They certainly did. Roger Grant says, Andre Gray won't get us goals, but he can be useful. Yes, absolutely. He can play a role in this team. And there are going to be certain games where we're going to need his type of style and panache. And that will be against Central American teams where we're going to have to win back possession and have individuals that when he's all alone up top, he's going to have to work for it. And that's the type of character that we need. One Done MUFC says, bro, I saw 2 amazing players today. The CB guy, I think that's Low, and the guy that scored, that's Jamal Lowe. One Brogard says, Tapa changes were very poor. Poor in the sense of what they came on to do or poor in terms of names? Jamal deserves a start. Jamal Lowe did start, didn't he? He did. Pinnock deserve another chance. I would certainly give him another chance. Yeah, upon reflection, I certainly would, for sure. Do you think the core players will gel with the new guys? With a couple of training sessions and with a couple of games, yes. Yeah, we need Isaac Hayden. He's injured, but we certainly need him. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we definitely need Hayden. Roger Grant says, with Hayden out for the season, I think we should go for Kevin Stewart, Jordan Cousins, or Corey Smith, along with Lewis Baker and Raheem Harper as a CM option. Yes, I can give an update on Kevin Stewart. Kevin Stewart is actually trying to start the process, but right now he's encountering problems at the Jamaican High Commission, so I'll do a video on that later. I think we have a good chance to get Mason Holgate. I really, really hope so, that's for sure. What will be your 22 to take to the World Cup qualifiers? Interesting question. Andre Blake, Amal Knight, Jadine White, that's 3 goalkeepers. Adrian Mariappa, Damian Lowe, Liam Moore, Ethan Pinnock, Kemar Taxi Lawrence, Amari Bell, and one more central defender. I'm just gonna throw in Hector in. Midfield now. Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, Casey Palmer, Jamal Lowe. That's 14. Yeah, that's 14, yeah. Isaac Hayden. Orlando Aarons, that's 15. Leon Bailey. Shamar Nicholson. Andre Gray. Kemar Roof. Mikel Antonio. Deva Orgil. 2 more spots up for grabs. 2 more spots up for grab, you know? And it's down to who wants it most, you know? Who is going to want that position? Who is going to want that position? Sam, I think the USA missing 2 players. Yeah, we have. When's the next game? Well, that's the Gold Cup right now. Right now, the next game will be the Gold Cup. Yeah, Kyle Walker Peters. I know what you mean. I understand. Yeah. If Jamaica gets that West Ham striker, going to be scary. We're actually going to get Mikel Antonio. We will. Devon Porter. Simon, I sent Kevin Stewart some internal information today. He should be good to go soon. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Who would be in your Gold Cup squad? I'm going to do a separate video on that, guys, okay? I'm going to do a separate video on that, so you can stay tuned. As you can see, I'm doing a bit more regular sort of content, so you can stay tuned for all of those videos. Okay, guys? Appreciate you tuning in to this video, my 4th video of the day. So I'm grateful for all your support and all your well wishes and commendation, guys. Thank you. I'm well over 8,000 subscribers, closing in on almost 8,300 subscribers. So, and this is not even 5 days as yet. So appreciate your support and love for the channel. Keep up the good work that you all have been doing as well in watching the videos and everything like that. Don't skip the ads. Watch the ads, guys. It helps me in terms of creating content and stuff like that, and it helps stuff for the channel so that one day we can travel with the team. So guys, keep up the hard work. Really, really appreciate it. So this is it until the Gold Cup in terms of matches for the Reggae Boys. So really, really appreciate it. And official Damalialo channel, keep up the good work, and we'll be at 100 subs soon. Thank you very much, my friend. I really, really appreciate it. I'll keep up the good work. Guys, I'm going to try and do at least a video a day. I'm going to do my best. A video a day, 2 videos a day. We'll see how things progress. So I'll keep you guys up to date with everything. Any questions, put them in the comments below, and we'll keep in touch. DJ Veneto, keep up the good work you've been doing as well. All right, guys? And we'll talk about the other names that weren't available for this trip. Guys, thanks very much. Keep up the good work you've been doing. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary. Take care, guys.